Hey guys, it's CJ, and
I was eating a cookie.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, ladies and perms.
Okay.
See?
So we just got finished talking about the other topic of being in arms. Now we didn't calm down a little bit, and now we're gonna move into interracial dating. And the reason why we're gonna discuss this is because it's always a hot topic. We're talking about it because it's hard to merge two races, two ethnicities together, and a lot of times people are not accepting of it, unfortunately. Like, you fall in love with somebody and then you got people who are not even happy for you, you know what I'm saying, because of whatever they believe in their mind, whatever their prejudices are. Now, for me, as a black woman, I don't have any hang-ups about it at all. I know Fent doesn't have any issues. It's always said that, like, black women have issues with black men being outside the race, blah, blah, blah. And that's probably the case. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't know that's the issue for a lot of people. So we're going to just discuss that and give our view on it, or viewpoint on it. And if you agree, you agree. If you don't, you don't. Leave a comment. But before you do that, before we go on with this video, please hit the subscribe button. And I know I tore that word up. Subscribe button. Please hit it. And please hit the like. Okay? You want to talk about it?
Your topic. We're going to talk about it.
I'm going to talk about it. As a person that is a product of an interracial family, my grandma, which I refer to as Umi, is white. My grandfather, who I refer to as Opa, is black. My mom is biracial. So that's probably one of the reasons why it doesn't like bother me. But I know I have been in situations where black women have been hurt when they see black men date outside their race. They feel betrayed. They feel, I don't know, overlooked. They feel some type of way. And like I said the last video, is that all this stems back to the whole Willie Lynch, the whole colorism, light skin versus dark skin, how the media puts out beauty to a lot of people, and of course we ingest that, we watch that, and then we think beauty is one thing when it really shouldn't be seen as that. You know what I'm saying? I know, like, for myself, growing up, being raised by a white woman, I didn't really even know that I was black, to tell you the truth. It was just something that wasn't discussed. It was just like,
you could tell in that fucked up dress she was wearing.
Well, you probably said all I ass was ashy as fuck, and I ain't had no damn grease in my hair. But the thing is this, is that I did not have a clue. But all I knew is that anytime I seen somebody that was dark skinned, a dark skinned female, I just thought they was the most beautiful person I've ever seen. Like, I was literally like infatuated with beauty, because I was like, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. And I didn't even have an idea that I'm part of the same tribe. I didn't have a clue, because I didn't have words to it. I didn't understand. And so it's hard for me sometimes to even understand how black males can intentionally date outside their race. That's the only time that I really have an issue, is when a black male intentionally dates outside his race and then puts down a black woman as a reason for why he chooses to date outside his race. That's the only time that it really bothers me, because I feel like if you want to date outside your race, if you fall in love with somebody, that's your thing. I want you to be happy. I want you to fall in love. All the things that black males go through in life, if you find somebody to love you and take care of you, I have at it. But when you start demeaning a black woman to support your argument, that's where I have a problem at. Especially because a lot of times with black males, you'll say, you know, I don't want to be a black woman because they too assertive, they too aggressive, they loud, blah, blah. And then from my experience, anytime I know a black male that married outside his race, they be with the most gangsters white women. Them white women be putting y'all in check. Y'all be at the house dusting and cooking chicken. So I just don't understand. Like, you say one thing, but you want those same traits and characteristics, but you just don't want it in a black woman. But then I also look at it like this with black males. This is how I think about it. This is how it makes sense to me. I think like this: a black male goes out in the world. he has to deal with things that are undescribable, right? If you come home to a black woman, y'all both dealing with the same issues. So you come home to a black woman, y'all dealing with the same triggers. Y'all both dealing with the same issues that America puts on your back. If you come home to a white woman, it's not the same issues. Like, you could literally take those thoughts, take all that stress, walk into a house, and not bring that in with you, because that person that really is not going to resonate with that person. So to me, it's kind of like, is it a way to remove yourself when you walk in that house and basically forget all that goes out in that world, compared to if you come home to a black woman and y'all both dealing with the same thing. It's kind of like you're re-triggering the same wounds over and over, or you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now when I really?
Yes.
I think about like okay, let's say you got two soldiers. They both go to Iraq, right? They both dealt with war. They both traumatized. They marry each other. They dealing with the same issues. They have the same triggers. Mm-hmm. They can never ever forget it, because they both dealing with the same thing. If a soldier marries somebody who's never been with that, they can actually turn that off and come home and just deal with somebody who's never experienced that. It's kind of like you could turn it off and turn it on when you marry somebody who does not have to deal with the same stuff you had to deal with in life. Does that make sense? No?
You're supposed to be talking to them.
I'm asking you.
Yes, it makes sense.
Okay, so then what's your point?
You know, I'm sorry. She's right. Me personally, I said that I would never date a black woman because of our attitudes. We're strong, very strong when we stand, and at times when you feel like you're inferior, not to say that you are, you don't want to hear all that, and then you look for an scapegoat outside the race. And you're like, oh, well, that's more attractive. Ain't got to hear her mouth. Ain't got to hear his mouth. But at the end of the day, no, it's really the same. It's really the same. And it was set up that way, unfortunately. So now, I find myself now, for years I have always been attracted to red bones, as I call y'all. But now I'm finding myself attractive to mahogany skinned women. I don't, and I say to myself, what the F was wrong with me? Why didn't I see this before? But it's what's designed for us, like Carla said, with the media, beauty, how beauty is to be set up, and what beauty is supposed to look like. So you're looking at these red bone women with this beautiful hair, and as television got different, and now we're into reality TV. Even before that, though, you're seeing beauty of all color. Light skin, dark skin, chocolate, all that. One of the models, as black as can be, and I think she's absolutely gorgeous. I always said Grace Jones was gorgeous. Her bone structure, her teeth. So when you are used to certain things and seeing certain things, you become accustomed to it. So even me in my 40s, I'm seeing things and I'm learning different things. And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, well, I should have been with a brown-skinned Joan from the door. No, because my son's father, which is, you know, they say opposite attracts. So color, you're brown-skinned, you like light-skinned men, or you, same thing, whatever. No. Actually, you'd be shocked when I'm about to tell you this. I think brown-skinned brothers, I think they're, to me, are the best. I can't stand a red nigga. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh! Well, you know, anyway. I would tell you this if we was at a party. Shoot, I don't like no pretty niggas. I don't like them. I mean, I'll take the N-word out. Excuse me. But I'm not saying it like black nigga stuff. You know what I mean? Come on, everybody. Come on, come on, come on. This is reality TV. It is what it is. No, I'm not attracted to the fair-skinned men. Was, never, never. No. You give me Lorenz Tate, Morris Chestnut, Denzel Washington, Diddy. Give me some soul. Give me some of that.
Well, this is a white lady one too, though.
Okay, well, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
The white, that's what we talking about. We talking about interracial dating.
Okay, but wait a minute. Hold on. But again, I said in my last segment, I will give compliments where compliments due. Al B. Sure was a nice-looking man. There are nice-looking men, but my preference. No, we're not going off topic. We're still talking about color.
Talking about interracial dating.
It's all coincides. Anyway, we'll agree to disagree. At the end of the day, you live and you learn more and more. And I'm going to tell you right now, y'all red bones, y'all poison. And that's just the bottom line. Okay? You're poison. You're poison. You're poison. So we can date and love whoever we want to. We can date whomever we want to. Skin color. It shouldn't be a problem, but unfortunately, it is. And I feel sorry for the interracial couples and their children. Because 20 years from now, they're going to say, what the hell happened in 2020? And they're going to be judged because two people fell in love and created a family. You
think that's going to be the case, Tanya? Because I think nowadays,
yes, racism is never going
biracial childrenism is very, a very common thing. And maybe when my mom was young, it was an issue. It was an issue for her in elementary school, probably a little bit in high school, but as an adult, she was good.
If we're experiencing this right now, we never thought that we would. Our children, grandchildren are going to experience.
I think it's hard for them when they're young, because they're trying to figure out their identity and they're trying to figure out what groups they belong to, what categories they belong to, who should they hang out with. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for them when they're in that young childhood phase where they're trying to figure out where they fit at. Because a lot of times society back when I was young, it kind of like forced you to pick a side, unfortunately. You just can't just be just a carefree, biracial child. People wouldn't just let you just be. They want you to either align with this side or align with this side. If you align with the black side, you're still not going to be black enough. You're never ever going to be 100% black. And if you align with the white side, you don't want to acknowledge being black. So they really have a hard time. They're really stuck in the middle. But I think nowadays, everything is a little bit more accepting. And it's a common thing. Like, it's just we're in a different time, I believe. You know what I'm saying? You don't think so, Tanya?
Yeah, I mean, I do. But, you love who you love. And I don't think it should. I hate the fact that it's the color. I hate it. I don't
like it either. I don't like the fact that that black women can't date who they want to date without people looking down at them. If they date a white man, they're seen in a different light. But you know what I wanted to say? A lot of times when black women date white men, to me, they are at their wokest stage. Because I think that...
The what?
They're at their wokest stage. And I'm going to tell you why. A lot of times when a black woman dates a white male, he wants her to be who she is naturally. She, to me, is you see them more natural. You see their hair natural. You see them carrying themselves in a more natural way. They're not with the weaves and all the certain looks. It's like they want that authentic look. So you really can be who you really are than when you are with a black male, because you have to live up to a certain standard of beauty. You know what I'm saying?
Which is a shame.
Which is a shame. And then I think that with black males, I don't really know how that works, because with a black male, when you have children, your children or the mother is going to be the teacher of that child. So if the father is not active in his own self-awareness and ethnicity or race, if he's not ethnocentric, his child's primary culture is going to be taught by the mom, who is going to be a white woman. And so he's not going to really, that child's not going to really understand both sides as they should. And that's really where the confusion comes. Because if you have a biracial child, you really should, you both got to be strong in both sides. You both got to be proud on both ends. That way you can teach that child to be proud about both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like with Halle Berry. Her mom, she's raised by a white woman. I don't think her dad was really so much involved. But her mom, as a white woman, taught her, no matter what you look like, you're going to be considered as a black woman. And so I need you to be proud of being a black woman. Yeah. See, a lot of times, white women, they're not educated on black culture other than dating that black man. So they really don't know how to teach their child to be proud of both sides, because that's not their culture. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't take that child and introduce that child to that culture, then you're gonna do that child a disservice. My bad, a disservice. Because, like, let's just say like adoption. Let's just use adoption. You'll see a white lady have black children, right? Black children run around looking like they came out of the cave. They dress crazy. Their hair not done. Their hair ain't got no moisturizer in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to adopt a child that's a certain race, then you should be educated enough to introduce that child to that child's culture, to find a mentor or a godparent who can take that child under their wing. And you can teach that child about their culture. Let me give you an example. If I adopt a Puerto Rican child, I love Puerto Rican culture, by the way, so I'm gonna use that. If I adopt a Puerto Rican child, that child naturally is gonna learn my culture because I'm the teacher. But I'm gonna make sure that child has somebody in their life that is Puerto Rican that's gonna teach that child about who they are, who their DNA is, what their culture is linked to. I want that child to be proud about being Puerto Rican. I want that child to look in the mirror and know they come from a great people. That's how I would think about it. But a lot of people don't think about it. So when I was growing up, my grandma, like I said, my mommy was white. She couldn't do my hair. My mom's hair is not like my hair. She sent me across the street to a black family. They were kind of like my surrogate family. It was a beautiful black family, like almost like a Cosby Show situation. They took me over there. They did my hair. They showed me how to take a shower. They showed me how to put lotion on. They did things for me that I needed. My grandma, she knew she couldn't do that for me. She had to send me over to do that. So what my thing is that when a lot of times you have interracial situations, the kids are confused because the parents are not strong with their own love for themselves. They don't know enough about their culture. They're so busy trying to merge it, but you can't merge something if you're not prideful in your own culture separately. You just cannot. Sorry. So that father has to be active and that mother has to be active in teaching that child about both sides and letting them know to be proud of both. And that's where I stand at that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you was raised by a white lady.
Yeah, thanks, Carla. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't know it though, would you? No, you wouldn't know that because there's certain things I don't share with you.
And that's why when I met you, your hair was fucked up.
And that's why when I met you, you had that fucked up dress on with ashen knees and red pumps leaning to the side.
I mean, I did have an veil. I don't know why.
Your hair was pretty though. I don't know what was going on, so I was kind of confused myself.
For 8 or so with my grandpa's.
Oh, I guess I don't know. But I know definitely a culture shock. It was a culture shock when I moved down here. I saw a cornfield and immediately thought about Children of the Corn because the school that I went to was in Newark, Broadway Elementary, and I'm telling you, the only white people I saw was the principal and my teachers. So imagine me waking up 2 hours later, waking up in West Hampton and seeing cornfields, which frightened me. So Karen Fenton, and I would have to say I wouldn't probably be the person that I am today if it wasn't for her, and I appreciate her. And that's where my last name came from, Fenton, which is Irish, by the way. And I'm far from prejudiced, and I love all the international friendships that I have.
International,
interracial, whatever. It doesn't matter. Stop correcting me every time I'm talking. You know what I mean, and they know what I mean. Shut up. Anyway, look, I appreciate. Excuse me. Let me correct that. Let me correct that.
Yes.
I appreciate my all races of friends. Okay. All right. I forget I'm sitting next to Malcolm X Jr. right here because you got to get it right when you're dealing with her. Anyway, I'm
trying to figure out who you was hanging with. Foreign exchange student, talking all your international.
Yeah, remember Sharuthi Talabagada?
Oh, fuck that.
That's rude. No, that was rude. Anyway, so Sharuthi, I wonder where she's at right now.
Sharuthi somewhere.
Yep, she was
harassing somebody about their Chase account somewhere.
You think so? Anyway, okay. So anyway, back to Miss Fenton. So I would have to say that I'm very happy that that she raised me partially, or whatever the case may be, and I am part of the fly person that today sits before you. But however, there was also downfalls. I said I was going to share something, but I'm not going to because I'm just over all this nonsense that's going on. But for me, I told my son, it doesn't matter. He said, Mom, you care if I get a white girl? No. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. Mom, what if I was gay? Okay. I would fear for you, just like I fear for you as being a young black man. I said, but because gay men are treated differently than women.
Stay on track.
So, and I am. I just said, if he said, was he going to date, if he wanted to date a white woman? It all coincides. Okay, well, no, I'm not. Anyway, so listen up, people. I don't care if you're white, black.
Candy straight.
It don't make me. Love is love. And love who you want to love regardless. And enough messages should be put out there for all. And for the next generation and the generations to come. And hopefully, by us doing these segments, we will touch lives as well. And they can view it from all different point of views the way we do. As you can see, we don't agree about everything.
But we do agree that we don't care about interracial dating.
No, definitely
if you find somebody that you love them, you be with them.
I love Sharice Theron.
Okay. You love who you want to love.
Jennifer Lopez.
But if you're going to be dating outside your race and you have children, please be mindful.
Got to be mindful
of what you teach that child, and that you have respect for your own race, and that you don't poison your child against who they are, and that they're prideful, and that they love who they are on both sides. That way they don't have to choose. It could be a real true marriage of both cultures, and they can walk around with their head high. That's my only concern, is that part right there, is that black males really have to step up when they do marry outside their race to show more ethnocentric behaviors or pass down that ideology to their children. That way they can love who they are.
Period.
That's all. So that's my tip. We as you can see, we're really off today. I think.
Yeah, we definitely
off today. This is not our regular. We're not in our regular vibe right now because there's other stuff that's going on. So, you know.
But we appreciate you tuning in, of course. Make sure you subscribe. And please leave comments. We appreciate it. We may not get back right away, but we will.
I usually do.
And tell a friend to tell a friend.
To hit that subscribe button.
Hit that subscribe button.
And
we're doing
like
this.
Button.
And the like button. We're doing this for y'all. We're doing it for ourselves. It's two educated black women that's trying to put a forefront for other black young women and to come out and just sit and talk about everything that's going on in life. I mean, we're not doing this to, to get put on. It'd be nice.
Be nice.
But yeah, it'd be nice. I could see us,
You can?
sitting next to Oprah maybe one day.
I don't want to sit next to Oprah.
You don't want to sit next to Oprah. Okay, never mind. Anyway, so more
maybe
you know,
Ayala
people.
Banzan. Maybe Ayala Banzan.
No, man. She's just She's full of sugar, honey, iced tea.
I want to lay on Ayala Banzan bosom. I want her to tell me everything.
You can lay on that couch right there, and I'll fix your life.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will fix your life.
I don't want to lay on your bosom. I want to lay on Ayala Banzan.
What you say? What?
Ayala Banzan.
No. What'd you say before that?
I don't want to lay on your bosom.
I didn't say nothing.
I want to lay on
about
Ayala
that.
Banzan.
That's not what I was
and
talking
I want her
about.
to tell me that life is going to be okay. That's what I need. That's all. So that's it for us.
As long as you're going to believe life is going to be okay, life is going to be
But we're still going to post it
okay.
anyway. And if you like it, you like it. And if you don't, you don't. And that's it. Okay? Take care of yourself.